Hello, my name is Brooke and I am going to here giving a review of City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Such a hard choice. So it took me a while to actually read this book because I've been so busy, and I've had a lot of readings this past semester for university, so I've been reading, but not the pleasurable stuff. I will have to say that I found it hard to get into. I wasn't keen on the writing style. However, I noticed that despite such, I was still continuing to read it because I wanted to find out what was going to happen. So obviously there was some merit within it. I liked a lot of the elements that were introduced in the book, like the ruins, the motorcycles that ran on demon energy, all the different creatures, and the fact that churches carried weapons. I thought those little elements really helped to bump up the book. I found them intriguing and it was very interesting to read. I thought the world building in this novel was really good. I liked how she introduced a couple creatures at a time, so you slowly understood how everything was interconnected, and it really played out well. I thought that perhaps too many of the characters were introduced at once, because when I first started reading, I had a hard time kind of trying to separate some of them and try to differentiate between some of the characters, especially Jace and Alec. I don't know why, maybe it was just me. It wasn't until the middle of the book that I was like, oh, you're you and you're you. So I thought that could have been a little more properly executed. I liked the level of romance. It was present, but it wasn't overwhelming, so it made it enjoyable to read. I'm gonna have to say my favorite character in this entire novel would be Magnus Bane. I don't know. He just had an essence about him that really drew me in. And I know he wasn't a main character, but I wish that he was in there more and they developed his character a bit more. I don't know. Perhaps he'll show up in one of the other books a little more, but I definitely want to see him again. Some of the ideas of the setting and how they were set up and described to the reader. Some of the ideas and how it was set up to the reader was really well played out. I like the shocking twist at the end. Like, I found it fairly predictable throughout, but then when it got to the end, that wasn't really conflict, but the thing that happened at the end really made it shocking and surprising, and it tied it up pretty good and left me satisfied. So I found most of the main characters annoying. Clary, I want to punch. Definitely not my favorite character. However, I did like Simon. The way I imagined him in my head was very kind of not comedic, but had some real comic relief in there, and seems like someone I would date. And then I also liked Magnus Bane. He's just a star, darling. I like the book version of Magnus Bane better because I did see the movie, and I didn't think they exactly portrayed him in the movie like he was in the book, and it lost that certain touch. So definitely read the book. If you want a more in-depth review and to see more of my thoughts, please go check out my blog. That would be awesome. It is brookewinters.com. You'll see a link somewhere on the screen or in the down bar. So please check it out. I hope you enjoyed this and have a good day. Bye.